Dear learners, welcome back to the Module 1, Class 2. Today let us concentrate on types of entrepreneur. Researchers who have studied entrepreneurial behavior suggest that there are different types of entrepreneurs. So classifying entrepreneurs into various categories is a tricky issue. So as development proceeds, they become more innovative and enthusiastic. The various types of entrepreneurs are classified on certain parameters. Some important classification are: first one, on the basis of economic development, we have innovative entrepreneurs, adaptive or imitative entrepreneurs, Fabian entrepreneur, and drone entrepreneur. So now what do we mean by innovating entrepreneurs? This type of entrepreneurship is characterized by aggressive assemblage of information and the analysis of results deriving from novel combination of factors. So entrepreneurs falling in this class are generally aggressive in experimentation and exhibited shrewdness in putting attractive possibilities into practice. So they are the entrepreneurs who have creative and innovative ideas for starting a new business. So they see the opportunity for introducing a new technique or a new product or a new market. So they may raise money to launch an enterprise, assemble the various factors, and choose top executives and set the organization going. So they are very commonly found in undeveloped countries. There is a dearth of such entrepreneurs in developed countries. Next type is innovative, or it is called as imitative. So there is a second group of entrepreneurs generally referred as imitative entrepreneurs. So these entrepreneurs copy or adopt suitable innovations made by the innovative entrepreneurs. They does not innovate the changes himself. They only imitate technology innovated by others. So such entrepreneurs are particularly important in developing countries because they contribute significantly to the development of such economies. So imitative entrepreneurs are more suitable for the developing regions because in such countries people prefer to imitate the technology, knowledge and skill already available in more advanced countries. So in highly backward countries there is a shortage of imitative entrepreneurs. People who can imitate the technologies and products to particular conditions prevailing in these countries are needed. Next is Fabian entrepreneur. So by nature, these entrepreneurs are shy and lazy. This type of entrepreneurs have neither will to introduce new changes nor desire to adopt new methods of production innovated by the most entrepreneurs. They follow the set procedures, customs, traditions, and religions. They are not much interested in taking risks and they try to follow the footsteps of their predecessors, that is, of their parents. Okay. Usually, they are second generation entrepreneur in a business family enterprise. So the last one is drone, as per the economic development, and drone entrepreneur who refuse to copy or use opportunities that come on their way. They are conventional in their approach and stick to their set practices, products, production methods, and ideas. So they struggle to survive, not to grow. They may be termed as laggards. In such cases, the organization loses the market, their operations become uneconomical, and they may be pushed out of the market. So they are not at all ready to change. Next one, on the basis of type of business, we have business entrepreneurs, trading entrepreneurs, industrial, corporate, and agriculture. Now, what do we mean by business entrepreneurs? See, these are the entrepreneurs who conceive an idea for a new product or service and then create a business to materialize their idea into reality. So they tap the entire factor of production to develop a new business opportunity. They may set up a big enterprise or a small scale business. So when they establish small business units, they are called small business enterprises. And in a majority of cases, entrepreneurs are found in small trading and manufacturing business. Next comes trading. These entrepreneurs undertake trading activities and are not concerned with the manufacturing work. They identify potentiality of their product in markets, stimulates demand for their product line among buyers. So they may go for both domestic and overseas trade. These entrepreneurs demonstrated their ability in pushing many ideas ahead which promoted their business. Next comes industrial entrepreneurs. So these entrepreneurs is essentially a manufacturer who identifies the needs of the customers and creates products or services to serve them. He is product oriented who starts through an industrial unit to create a product like electronic industry, textile unit, machine tools, etc. Next comes corporate. So these entrepreneurs used his innovative skill in organizing and managing a corporate undertaking. A corporate undertaking is a form of a business organization which is registered under some statute or act, like a trust, registered under the Trust Act, or a company registered under the Companies Act. So these corporate work as separate legal entity. He is thus an individual who plans, develops, and manages a corporate work. So the next comes is agricultural entrepreneurs. These are those who undertake agricultural activities as through mechanization, irrigation, and application of technologies to produce a crop. So they cover a broad spectrum of the agricultural sector and include agricultural and allied occupations. Next comes technology. So according to use of technology, we have technical entrepreneurs, non-technical, and professional. Now, who are technical entrepreneurs? See, with the decline of joint family business and the rise of scientific and technical institutions, technically qualified persons have entered the field of business. So, these entrepreneurs may enter business to commercially exploit their inventions and discoveries. So their main asset is technical expertise. They raise the necessary capital and employ experts in financial, retail marketing, and other areas of business. Their success depends upon how they start production and on the acceptance of their products in the market. So next one is non-technical entrepreneurs. These are those who are not concerned with the technical aspects of the product or service in which they deal. They are concerned only with developing alternative marketing and promotional strategies for their product or service. Next, we have profession. So, professional entrepreneur is an entrepreneur who is interested in establishing a business but does not have interest in managing it after establishment. A professional entrepreneur sells out the existing business on good returns and start another business with a new idea. Such an entrepreneur is dynamic and conceives new ideas to develop alternative projects. Next, based on motivation, we have pure, induce, and motivated. Now, who is pure entrepreneur? He is the one who is motivated by psychological, economical, ethical considerations. He undertakes an entrepreneurial activity for his personal satisfaction in work, ego, or status. Next one is induced. See, this type of entrepreneur is one who induced to take up an entrepreneurial task due to the policy reforms of the government that provides assistance, incentives, concessions, and other facility to start a venture. So most of the small-scale entrepreneurs belongs to this category and enter business due to financial, technical, and several other facilities provided to them by the various agencies like government to promote entrepreneurship or NGOs, etc. So today, import restrictions and allocation of production quotas to small unit have induced many people to start a small-scale unit. Next comes motivate entrepreneurs. These are entrepreneurs who are motivated by the desire for self-fulfillment. They come into being because of the possibility of making and marketing some new products for the use of consumers. So they are motivated through reward like profit. Next comes growth. See, the industrial units are identified as a high growth, medium growth, and low growth industries. And as such, we have growth entrepreneur and super growth entrepreneur. Now, who is growth entrepreneur? So, he necessarily takes up a high growth industry and chooses an industry which has sustained growth prospects. Growth entrepreneurs have both the desire and ability to grow as fast as large as possible. Like super growth entrepreneurs falls under the category of entrepreneurs, those who have shown enormous growth of performance in their venture, and the growth performance is identified the high turnover of sales, liquidity of funds, and profitability. Next comes entrepreneurial activity. What type of activity they undertake? Based on that, we have novice entrepreneurs, serial entrepreneurs, and portfolio entrepreneurs. Novice entrepreneurs is someone who has started his or her first entrepreneurial venture. So, it's an individual who has no prior business ownership experience as a business owner or inheritor of a business or a purchaser of a business. It is not similar to early starter. A novice can also be a 50-year-old with over 25 years of experience in the industry. Next is a serial entrepreneur. A serial entrepreneur is someone who is devoted to one venture at a time, but ultimately starts many. So it is a process of starting that excites the starter. Once a business is established, the serial entrepreneur may lose interest and think of selling and moving on. But in case of portfolio entrepreneur, uh, who retains an original business and builds a portfolio of additional businesses through inheriting, establishing, or purchasing them. A portfolio entrepreneur starts and runs a number of businesses. It may be a strategy of spreading risk, or it may be that the entrepreneur is simultaneously excited by a variety of opportunities available in the market. So the entrepreneur may see some synergies between the ventures. Next comes other entrepreneurs. See, this category consists of many types of entrepreneurs. I have like a first generation entrepreneur. This category consists of those entrepreneurs whose parents or family had not been into business and was into salaried service. The booming economy of India has led to a multitude of business opportunities, and with the deregulation, it has become easier to set up a businesses. So also with the change in the mindset of the middle class, it is now more acceptable to become an entrepreneur. So, a first generation entrepreneur is one who starts an industrial unit by means of an innovative skill. He is essential and innovative, combining different technologies to produce a marketable product or service. Modern entrepreneur is one who undertakes those businesses which go well along with the changing scenario in the market and suits the current marketing needs. Next comes women entrepreneurs. See, women as entrepreneurs have been a recent phenomenon in India. The social norms in India had made it difficult for women to have a professional life. Now this has changed. Progressive laws and other incentives have also boosted the presence of women in entrepreneurial activity in diverse fields. So in 1988, for the first time, the definition of women entrepreneurs enterprise was evolved. The term and small-scale industry unit or industry related to service or business enterprise, managed by one or more women entrepreneurs in proprietary concerns, or in which she or they individually or jointly have a share capital of not less than 51% as partners or shareholders or directors of a private limited company members of a cooperative society as a woman enterprise. Next one is nascent entrepreneur. Is an individual who is in the process of starting a new business. You can take the final year students who is having an intention of starting a business is called as an entrepreneur. Next one, habitual entrepreneur. He is an individual who has a prior business ownership experience and can either be a novice or a habitual entrepreneur. Next comes lifestyle entrepreneurs. Uh, Lifestyle entrepreneurs have developed an enterprise that fits their individual circumstances and style of life. Their basic intention is to earn an income for themselves and their families. Next one is co-preneurs. It is related to the married couples working together in a business. When a married couple share ownership, commitment, and responsibility for a business, they are called as a co-preneurs. You might have seen in case of doctors, professionals. So, as co-preneurs, couples struggle in ventures to establish equality in the relationship. So, such couples represent the dynamic interaction of the systems of love and work. Last one is IT entrepreneurs. These are creating a new business platform that takes them straight to the top. They are confident, ambitious, innovative, and acquired creativity in the competitive global environment and created a niche of their side. So they are the brave new bunch of entrepreneurs who are raring to take on the world of information technology. Next comes social entrepreneurs. These are the one who recognizes the part of society which is stuck and provides new ways to get in unstuck. So, be it dedicated efforts for child upliftment, fighting for the conservation of Assam's rainforest, working for the betterment of the blind, or initiatives to empower women, the entrepreneur's passion is very strong. So, freedom, wealth, exposure, social mobility, and greater individual confidence are driving this huge wave of social innovation and entrepreneurship. After all are tried with the inefficiency of governments and the indifference of corporate and want to make a change, and this is the case everywhere. Next is sports entrepreneurs. The money lenders of yesterday who are thrown out of their family business because of government legislation, the neo-rich Indians returning from abroad, and the educated unemployed seeking self-employment from this class of entrepreneurs. Individual and institutional entrepreneurs. In the small scale sector, individual entrepreneurs are dominant. Small enterprises outnumber the large ones in every such entrepreneurs have the advantage of flexibility, quick decision making, but a single individual can establish, operate, and control an organization up to a limit. So these are the different types of entrepreneurs according to economic development, types of business, use of technology, motivation, growth, entrepreneurial activity, and other types of entrepreneurs. Thank you.